Hello and welcome to 15 Minute Game. My name is Tony and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos. This is Escape From Tarkov. I picked this game up on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And I've been putting it off for a while because it is a hugely complicated, hardcore game. And I've been a bit worried about trying it because I've not really been into them DayZ type games where you spend hours and hours and hours and hours doing something. Someone comes along, takes it all from you, and you're just like, well, what was the point of the last hour? So I never really picked this up. I then watched a video that showed me it wasn't like, well, no. I'm going to rephrase that to, you won't be wasting hours and hours of your life. You'll be wasting around about 25 to 30 minutes. It still could be a long time. But it's not as bad as hours and hours. Now, as the maps aren't huge that you're just going to be like, well, walking for hours or anything like that. They're quite action-packed. So, before I go on, I think it's best just to look at what is Escape From Tarkov. And then I'm going to go into it. I mean, this isn't a guide video or tutorial because I don't know. I've just picked this up. I put about 7-8 hours into it. And I just wanted to talk about it because it's on my mind. When I went to bed last night, I was thinking, I wanted to get up and play Escape From Tarkov again. It has such a unique reward risk element, and I'll get into it. But so I think first, I'm going to take you through the website. Right, so I'm on the Escape From Tarkov website. It's just escapefromtarkov.com, I believe. And you'll be in this. It's by Battlestate Games, and you have to create a profile. And this is what you're going to see. So, what is Escape From Tarkov? Let's see how they talk about it. So Escape From Tarkov is a hardcore and realistic online first-person action RPG similar with MMO features and a story-driven walkthrough. I'll disagree with that one so far. With each day passing, so basically, this is the lore around it and stuff like that. What you're talking about is it's a game based on raids. So you carry out a raid. You have 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I think the highest is 55 minutes, I think. And what you need to do is get in there, loot, because that's what it's about, loot and gathering resources, and get out. So you have a certain amount of exfil points per area. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about you go into it, you're going to jump in, you're going to go in and do a raid, basically. You can do a raid on your own. You can do a raid as co-op with up to 5 players, I think it is. So you don't have to just do it on your own. I'm going to be doing it on my own all the time, as you can guess, because I never really play with anyone. And you take your gear and go into the game. To get involved in the game, there are 4 editions. So you have Standard Edition, Left Behind Edition, Prepare for Escape Edition, and Edge of Darkness. Standard Edition is $34.99. That's a lie though, because once you click on it, it adds VAT and other things. With that, you get guaranteed instant access to play. You get a digital copy preload. You get a basic stash, which is 10 by 26 cells, which I'll go on later. And you also get some bonus equipment. You can go on the Left Behind Edition, which you can then upgrade if you want to. You get a bigger stash size, and you get a little bit more equipment and resources. You can go to the Prepare for Escape Edition, which basically gives you a really big stash, and you get a good stash, which means you're going to get discount with the traders. And then finally, Edge of Darkness Edition, you've got all this, so you get even more. So if we have a look at what you get free on this one, you get a knife, you get a tactical rig, backpack, secure container, you get some pistols, you get pistol magazines, pistol ammo, Molotov, yeah, you can see what you get there. For some reason, though, I didn't realize I'd spent all my money on upgrading the base, and I was like, oh dear. This one, as you can see, you get a lot more. You get some medikit, you get more money, you get an AK-47, you get first aid kit, you get some grenades, additional backpack, and all that. With this one, you get even more, as you can see. You even get $1,000. So there is 3 types of currencies in this game. And with this one, you get all that. So you get quite a lot. Now, you might be thinking, that's quite a lot of stuff. That's going to last me forever. No, it's not. I'm going to come out in a second. That went quickly for me. So that's what you do. You click on it, sign up, and choose your edition. As I said, this is about 30 quid. This is about 50, 60 quid. This is about 70, 80 quid. And this is about 100 odd. So you can see it goes up in price. And once you get one edition, you can upgrade it if you're going to play with it. So it's a decent thing to do. There's a lot of forum support and wiki. I would recommend having a look at the wiki. I wish I'd been on here earlier because it would have just made things so much better. And I would have understood what the hell was going on. But it's very comprehensive. You can see what's going on and you can look at the maps. And I would recommend you have a look at the maps. At the moment, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maps. So you got Factory, Customs, Woods, Shoreline, Interchange, the Lab, Reserve, Hideout, and the Streets of Tarkov, which I don't think... it's not available, so I don't know why that's even on there. But yeah, that must be coming out soon, I guess. So they're the maps you got. Then you have Suburbs, Town, Lighthouse, Terminal, Arena, and Private Sector. So there's going to be a nice amount of maps. So when I say maps, what I mean is I thought this was just a massive open world game where you would be walking around for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then you would get killed. And it's not like that. They're split up into smaller areas. So we're going to have a look down, and I'm going to kind of cover it. So Factory and Customs. Customs is the one I tend to play on quite a lot. Now, you can have a look here. Duration. There's the durations of how long you got on that map. You've got players, 4, 6, 7, 12, 8, 12, blah, blah. You've got enemies, so what kind of enemies you're going to get. And is it released? So, we're going to come to gameplay in a little bit when we're going to talk about scavs. The Reshala, I've not really met them yet. They look a little bit like zombies. Looks like a zombie on that picture. He's not. But yes, so you can see you've got there. Gear-wise, you've got all... I mean, look at... I'll just take it into the weapons. You've got all these. You've got so many weapons. You can buy them. In-game, with earning money, you can sell them. And there's also a store, but you can't access the store until you're level 5. I'm level about 4.5 now, so I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And you've got all them. Right. So, that's the gear. You also get things for your face. You get chest rigs to store stuff in. Armor vests, you got backpacks, you've got containers to store stuff in. When you sign up, you get this one as an alpha container, which basically means anything you put in there means that you don't lose it when you die, which we're going to come to in a second, but that's how it kind of works. So you've got all this. You've also got tactical clothing as well, so you can change what you're going to look like. You can see the cost there. Bear in mind, on the most basic version, you start with 300,000 rubles, which I didn't realize when I was building the base up. That's what was happening. So yeah, that's kind of the thing, you know. I would recommend heading on to here because it is just kind of where you need to go. The hideout, as I said, it's kind of a way in-game, and what you can do is build it up with things like these items, and you can make it look nice. You can install a shooting range, you can install comms area, you can install medical bay, workbench, and stuff like that. It's quite easy to get the first bit done with just money, but what I didn't realize is then there was a problem because I'd spent all my money. So yeah, the game also resets every so often as well, where you will lose all progress, so just bear that in mind. Right, without further ado, I think it's time we headed into the game again. Right, and we're back in the game. I'm not going to click on Escape From Tarkov yet. That is the main game mode. We're going to go to character first. When you go into character, as I'm about 10 hours in, I have not realized how to play this game properly, and I'm in a little bit of a bad place now with money. Let's see, very low, and weapons and ammo and stuff like that. So on this screen, on this side here is everything you've got in your inventory. So you can see this is the stash size here. And can you remember when I was looking at the perks and tiers before? This would mean this was a bigger stash size if I went for the bigger one. As you can see, I haven't got much, and I've probably taken up about half of it. So you've got all that on there. In here, what you've got is this is what's on your character. So I've got a weapon. I've got a weapon over there. I've got a backpack, which you can see there. I've got my alpha container, which I said you don't lose whatever's in this when you die. Along there's your quick use key, so you can set things up on there. And here's your stats, how much you weigh, your health, your nutrition, your energy, that sort of thing. Up here, health, you can see I'm very healed on here. After each battle, you will come back in here and your stats will be a little bit lower and you can use things to repair. There's plenty of videos on that. I'm not going to go into that. Basically, you can use bandages, splints, that sort of thing. You got skills. So as you go up, so you can see them there, I'm going to there. It goes up. So these things are all like endurance, vitality, stress resistance, and these will go up and you'll get better skills. Maps, I don't have any. Tasks, these are currently 2 tasks I am doing at the moment. So that's kind of how it works. In here, overall, I've done 11 raids. I've survived 2. I have been killed 9 times. I have an average lifespan of 18 minutes. And I've got 3 kills, which equals a 0.33 kill to death ratio. I've been online for 3 hours 26, and I've had the account on for 19 hours, and there's all my stats down there. So you can see there what I've been doing. Trading, this is where you're going to buy all your stuff. Flea market, as I said, I have to be level 5, so I'm not on there yet. Auctions, I can't access that either yet. Dealers, these are where you're going to get your stuff from. So on here, you can see all the stuff they are selling. If something's grayed out, like fence normally has, like this, middle click on it and it'll unlock it and you'll get some XP and it shows you what it is. It's if you haven't found something yet, and then you can research it. And all these can go on your weapons and upgrade them, but you need the workbench to do it properly and see what's happening. And I don't have access to the workbench yet, so I can't do any of this, really. I can get the gun and upgrade it. So that's how you do that. And you can just run through and get 10 XP each time. Well, 2 XP. But you know what? It all adds up. And you click on there. It'll say what you've got. So, rubles. I have 17,000. So, it'll leave me with that. And it's a DT mount. If I right-click on it, I can inspect the item, which tells me what it's compatible with. So I can click on there, and it's compatible with the current weapon I have in my equip. So that's good. I could use that if I want to. And I can buy it. I can also sell stuff. So up here's the monetary value along the top. So you can see that's worth 8,000. That's worth 30,000 with him. Each trader will offer you a little bit more. And all you do is drop what you want to sell, click deal, and they will take that off your hands for money. And then basically as you spend, you will unlock, well, on this guy. So if I want to go to his next loyalty level, which is level 2, I need to spend up to 1 million. I've currently spent 114,000. That doesn't mean just spending as in buying. That means selling as well. So when you've done that, and you can see he's got quite a lot of stuff. So if I wanted that gun, I can have that for 6,279 rubles. There is also euros and dollars, which you can purchase off people. So you can buy them off them and do a bit of an exchange. And I presume you can find them around the game world as well. I've not found any money yet. I think I was looking for that scope. There's no way to search on here, which is a bit of a shame because it does take a long time to look through stuff. But you can narrow it down through things like that. So you can click on there and see what's happening. And you can also then click on tasks and get tasks as well. So I'm currently doing this one. Kill 5 scavs at customs and hand over 2 MP133 shotguns. And then for that, I get all this, which would be good. So they're the traders. Each one does something a little bit different. The therapist is going to heal you. When you get the next loyalty level, you can pay out to heal you. Fence usually has lots of weapon parts. You've got skier, which usually doesn't have too many. He doesn't seem to change too much. Peacekeeper, again, there's a little bits on there. Ragman, he tends to be selling body armor and stuff like that. And the mechanic, you can see there. I love some of these guns. I would love to be able to have that. Certain guns have this little trade symbol. If you click on that, to get that gun, that's what he wants off you. So you can find these in the game world. And that's what he wants off you to take that gun off his hands. I mean, look at some of them. They're so cool. So many guns. And there's them shotguns we were talking about. So if I can't find them, I need to find 8 pairs of pliers, which will give me the 2 shotguns, which means I can complete that task. So that's kind of how that works. Hideout. This is the thing I was telling you about where you build your base up. I haven't done too much of it yet. But you can go in here. I can turn night vision on if I want to have a little bit more of a look around. I can enter here and then walk around it. So you can see there. It's just a basic one at the moment. But this turns into a proper base by the end. And you can put doors on for added security. You can open your stash. You can heal. Use the lavatory for some. I mean, yuck. And it all expands out and stuff. And there's loads of things to build and do. So if I do that, so nutrition unit over here. So if I do that, I could then have, if I had 2 of them things, whatever they are, which is a phase control relay, it will then let me build that. So that's how you do it, is around there. And you got to power it and stuff like that. So that's your hideout. I've not played with that too much. The main game mode is this. You have 2 options. You have the Scav and the PMC. I wish someone had kind of explained this to me before I started playing. This is one of these things I was like, oh, if only I'd known. So what happens if you click PMC is you will enter the game world with your character and your weapons. Scav, you enter the game world with what they give you. It's like a random thing generation. Now, can you remember in here when I was showing you what this guy had? In this scenario, let's load up that gun, because I will forget when I go in eventually. If I enter the scenario with this thing, if I get killed, I lose this, this, and this. Also, anything I have collected, I lose instantly. You start with about 8 pistols. As you can see, I now don't have any. I've lost them all. They've all gone. Well, I've insured them. We'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, that's basically how it works. So if I put, say, this, well, actually, we'll put that on. Tactical rig. To get all, so I could carry loads of ammo on here. Because I could have that. I could have 8 cartridges worth. If I die, I then lose that. So that would be gone, and I would have nothing left. Should read it out there, because otherwise I'll forget. Same with this. If I put that on, so if I declassified you, put that on, it would be the same thing again. I would lose everything that's in it. The only thing you don't lose is in here. You also always start with a bayonet. Always. So you will always have that. Anything else is gone. As soon as you die, it's gone. You can, though, insure. So if you right-click on here and go to insure, I can pay 3,987 rubles of my 17,000 that's left. And that means if I die and nobody steals the kit on my body, as in nobody takes that gun, I will get it back in between 24 and 36 hours. You can insure it through the therapist and you'll get it back in 12 to 24 hours, but as you can see, way more expensive. So once you level up, you will be a lot more people to insure it and get discounts and stuff like that. So that's what you got to bear in mind. When you go into the game world, you die, which you will die a lot, you lose everything. The other way to play it is as a scav. Now, when you play it as a scav, as it's random, you go in that game world. If you get out of that game world, you keep what is on the scav and what you have collected. If you die, you lose nothing. These have cool times of about 20 minutes. So you can't just keep going scav in, you gotta wait 20 minutes. So bear that in mind. I didn't realize that aspect of the game. And I was like, oh, if only I'd known, I could have done some practicing with this one. I'm not going to go into the game, but I click next. You then select where you want to go. You can see the lab, customs, woods, factory, reserve, shoreline. If I click on it, it tells me how long I have got in that zone, 30 minutes. How many players are going to be in there, between 6 and 10. And that's the difficulty level. There's no easy level. It's either insane, hard, or I think I've seen medium. Normal. However, factory is solid. Absolutely ridiculous. I've died. I don't understand where I'm going in that level. The one I normally play is custom because there's lots of places to hide, there's routes around. You don't necessarily have to run through the middle of the map as such, but I like that one. This is the time, so if I clicked on that, I'd be starting nighttime, that one in daytime, and what the conditions are. Click next. If I had a map, it would show me on there. And then what I can do, if I go offline, I can then practice if I want to. So I can go on here, I can enable bosses, I can set it as easy mode, I can set it up to hide, to practice, I can do all I want. So I can practice shooting people, and I won't lose what I've got, which is a cool way to play. I've not really tried it too much, but I will be using it more in the future. I wish I'd known about it earlier. I was just on here and clicked ready, and the thing would ready up, and I didn't realize if you click next, it would then take you into all this. So there's that to do as well. Now I'm just going to put some, I've just got some game footage coming up. It's off a couple of battles, and I'm just going to talk over it. But that's Escape to Tarkov. That's how you get it. That's what's inside of it and what you do. And next I'm just going to show you how the game works. In-game, I guess. So yeah, join me for that soon. That's coming up in a second. So the first bit of game footage we're going to look at is from the customs map. And as you can see, on this one, I am a scav, and I'm just wandering. And this is the HUD. What you're seeing now is the full HUD display you have. There's no compass. There's no map unless if you buy one. There's no directions. There's no idea where you're getting shot from. There's no kill markers. There's no hit markers. There's no blood splatters to say you're getting shot from left or right or anything like that. And as you can see there, I have just took down a fellow scav. You can do that. That is fine. There's also no ammo counts. So if you want to see how much ammo you've got left, you've either got to count it in your head or unload the magazine, or you can press Shift T and have a little look. Here what I'm doing is, because I've took him down, I am looking around just to make sure there's nobody else here, or he was a scav, not part of a team. I can search his body and take items from him. So I can take his shotgun. I can then have a look, unlock, see we're looking at items here. I can then have a look in his vest to see what he's got in his vest. I can see what's in his backpack, so I'm examining that. I'm then searching his vest. I thought I heard something, so I just came out quickly just to have a check. There was nothing interesting in his vest, and then you got his backpack there. And I wasn't really sure what he did with the backpack, so I was just having a little look to see what you could do. But there was nothing else to really take off him. As you can see, I don't have the slots for it. I also learned after this little bit of video that you have to unequip something before you can equip it. So what I should have done is taken my hat off and then equip this back in. But as you can see, you can just click and drag, move things around, no problems. I decided to leave him with what he's got. And I really, in hindsight, should have taken his helmet off him because I would have got some money for it. So there you go, I'm just backing off now and walking off to my objective. Now what you have is, it doesn't matter if you're the scav or PMC. What you'll have is a couple of exfil zones. Look at the maps. As I said, they're really important. Go to the exfil zones, and that's what you need to do. You've got a set amount of time to get there, and you've got to go there. If you walk through a tree, you're going to make noise. If you walk across gravel, you're going to make more noise. If you run, you're going to make more noise. People in this game world will be able to hear where you are and what you're doing. So here, I know my exfil point is somewhere down that track. I don't know where down that track, but I know somewhere down that track. What I'm doing is just watching, being very careful, very cautious in what I'm doing. And this is the game. It's not worth running. I've tried it. It usually doesn't go well because you've got stamina and stuff. What I'm doing is keep me back to the wall because I know no one can attack me from the back. So it's best just to check my sides. You can see it's a bit of an open map. There's not much north to south action. It's mainly east to west. And the map, I would guess if you're running, would take about 5 minutes to run across. Traversing like this, I just need to go through half of it. it takes me about 11 minutes to get through it. So all I'm doing is checking, watching, and there's no HUD movement, as you can see, no markers, no anything like that. And there's the extraction point. I've got exit 01 is the old road gate, and exit 02 is factory shacks, and I have 50 minutes to do it. 15 minutes to do it. And I'm just walking, checking, making sure nobody can see me. And that's kind of what it's like. Next, I'm going to jump into the factory and show you a bit of a more close quarters combat scenario. So this map is called Factory, and as you can see already, it is a lot more close quarters. Now, when I picked this scav, I thought this was a shotgun. It's not. It is a terrible gun. I was like, oh no, I didn't realize until I got in. As you can see there was some shooting, so I can think from that maybe there's some players on this map. There's 9 minutes to go until exfil. That's because I've joined a little bit into it. And I thought I kind of knew where I was. I didn't know where I was at all. I pitched myself a lot in a bit of a different place. So I was a little bit unsure of where to go. But this one's a lot more tight. It's a lot more claustrophobic. And when you get outside, well, not outside, but into the factory floor, the lighting's very like that. Can you see that's very musty and dark? And I now spot a player there just running past, just to the right hand side. And I wish I'd maybe got a shot off on him, but I couldn't quite tell where he was going. So yeah, can you see how that's a lot different to the other map? The other map was nice clear day sky and looked all nice. I can hear battles going on, so I'm a little bit like, do I really want to go out there? And then you move and this is lots of debris lying around. You haven't got a massive line of sight. I'm also not very familiar with this map, which doesn't help, and it's one recommendation I would give you. That if you're going to pick this game up, maybe just stick with 1 or 2 maps and learn them well. And you can see that I'm like, oh my god, what's the some for automatic rifles opened up, probably on a scav. However, you can never be quite sure. And I'm trying to work out where I am in this one, and I am a little bit off of where I need to be. But you see the graphics, even in these ones, they're very atmospheric. And there's been a few times where I've been walking and actually been jump scared by an enemy. Like, I've been like, what? You know, like, I'm so surprised to see them. They creep up on you, they come around corners, they hide, and everything. And this one doesn't last very long. I think I survived for about 4, like, this is it. I die in a second, and you'll see how quick it is to die. I mean, I literally just like, yeah, checking there, checking around there, turn around here, and I kind of miss them. I'm like, is that? I'm looking around there, but the guy's actually there. There's nothing I could do. If I was looking more carefully, I should have got him. So what happens if you actually win? Let's have a look. So we are back on the customs map, and I'm walking. I hear something. I'm like, whose footsteps? I'm going to go back out. I didn't realize. That guy was behind me. He was another scav unit. And, you know, I check, make sure no one's following. I probably should have taken maybe a step back at this point. But I'm quite near where I want to be. So I get his weapon, which you might have seen at the beginning of the video. I check his rigs, that sort of thing. And then I think about moving on after that to my objective. The exfil point is, this is where I learn that you've got unequipped first. And I was like, oh, that's how you do it. So yeah, I was playing around here. I'm probably wasting a hell of a lot of time, to be fair, because I was learning as I went. So I right-clicked and then eventually learned. There you go. Discard, that's the button I was looking for. So you can see I played around and I was trying to work out how you do it. Because it doesn't really make... There's no tutorial on this game. It's just do. As you can see there, I'm just searching, seeing what's there. We've got some mags, which is good. Well, I thought they were mags. They weren't mags. They were like energy drinks. And now I realise you discard, and then you can put that on. When you discard something, though, make sure you take the ammo out. I didn't there, which was a bit of a problem. So, yeah, we'll just look and see what he's got in there. I then thought I heard some steps. I heard firing, so I decide I think this is enough. And I start heading towards my exfil point. Now, the exfil point here is... There's a couple of walls to navigate, but I know it's at the back end of the map because I'm looking at a map on screen on my second monitor, and I know it's somewhere around here along a back wall. Now, the back wall is the edge of the Tarkov map. So, really, if I head towards that back wall, I shouldn't really get attacked from anywhere because everyone will be moving inwards, not outwards, or shouldn't be anyway. However, where I'm running through is a player spawn. So if a player happened to spawn there while I was running through, I would have been in trouble. So I probably should have checked that area a little bit more. And that's why I've stopped, because I'm listening and I'm watching, looking, making sure there's nothing there which is going to kill me. And now I know that where I need to sprint to, and I just go for it. And you can hear when you go through trees, they make noise, the rustling of the leaves. If someone was watching and waiting, and in fact on the second time I played this map, just after this, I was doing this exact same thing on the other side of that building to the left of me, and I was just sitting there and someone absolutely wiped me out. No idea how he saw me. I was laid down like that. I thought I hadn't made any noise, but I must have, and I just got blattered. No idea where it was from. No, I think it was to my right when it happened, but I have no idea. So I continue on, and I know this is the wall I'm heading for. Now, there might be a spawn point in this wall. I don't think there is. So if I just follow it along, I'm going to get to the exfil point. I'm checking, just make sure there's nothing around me, because I'm so close now. I couldn't believe how close I was last time, and I died. And to get the exfil, all you got to do is stand there for 5-6 seconds, and you will be exfilled out. None of this waiting around for hours and hours and hours. Just get there, 6 seconds. It's at this gate. So I make a run for it. It says there, stay in extraction point. I crouch. Well, I should have crouched. 3, 2, 1, and out of here. Cue celebrations. You will celebrate when you do it. And then I can take all the weapons, all the stuff I've found, put it into my PMC character, and then sell it on. And that's what happens if you survive. You get some XP. You then see who you killed. So I killed 2 people there. And then I didn't realize you had to take the weapons, but look, the game actually goes, actually, you sure you don't want to take anything? So I realized, and then take all the things off me. So there you go. I can put them there and stack it up. And that's what happens if you win. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video a bit longer than I wanted. But I wanted to explain what this game was and why I'm enjoying it. And I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.